But first, we got some news to talk about, and that is that the Jets will be coaching the 2022 Senior Bowl. This is some huge news. They're going to be getting the opportunity to get up close and personal with a lot of draft prospects that they are going to be interested in this upcoming draft. That is going to be huge for their potential draft scouting. They're going to get a firsthand look ahead of every other team to get close to these guys. There's a handful of players in the Senior Bowl that I think the Jets could be interested in. I'll go through the list, a handful of them here. Kobe Bryant, the corner for Cincinnati, is one of them. Jaquan Brisker is a safety at Penn State they could be interested in. Jermaine Johnson, the defensive end from FSU. Matt, that's one of mine, your favorites. Kingsley Enagbare is a defensive end at South Carolina we both like. Devin Lloyd and Quay Walker, good linebackers. On and on and on and on. We could spend all day and this whole episode talking about the Senior Bowl, quite frankly. But overall, this is just going to be an advantage for this Jets coaching staff that has 5 picks in the top 70 of this upcoming draft. You couldn't really ask for a better situation.
No, really, you really can't. And I feel like this year there's a lot more potential first round guys that are in here, especially with Lloyd, Dotson, Enagbare, Johnson. I feel like there's a very good argument to be made that all these guys should be in the first round. And so that's exciting, especially, with all the picks that we have so early. It can only help. And being around these guys, watching them practice, seeing how they learn, see how they take to instruction, just seeing like what type of guys we're getting ourselves into. I feel like this is just an invaluable experience to have. And I've been really hoping that the Jets could have gotten this. And I was like going back and forth because I was like, oh no, wait, the Texans are ahead of us. I don't really want to root for somebody to get fired, but at the same time, I really want the Senior Bowl for us. But luckily, the Texans were passed over, probably because there's so much uncertainty there. So we sort of get the best of both worlds. He gets to keep his job for now, and we still get the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, and how can we not remember 2019, Robert Saleh and the 49ers staff, they were the Senior Bowl, and in the very same year, the Niners went to the Super Bowl, right? They found Deebo Samuel there because that's a great thing about football. The numbers are great. The combine is great, but you can only grasp how good a player is once you see him live. And Robert Saleh, Michael LaFleur, Joe Douglas, all those guys, they're true football guys. It's going to be an invaluable experience for them. I feel like the Jets could have basically the middle of the draft picks, like the pack of the 2022 class, all from players that they scouted in the Senior Bowl. They fell in love with those guys, with their work ethic, their character, and their fit in the scheme. So just like Matt, I was really rooting hard for the Jets to have this opportunity, and I'm really happy they do.
Yeah, I don't think we can underestimate how important this is for them. I mean, like you just said, both of you guys, quite honestly, you have the opportunity to watch tape and you have the opportunity to get measurements, the combine and drill numbers and all of that. And that's all valuable. It has its place. But specifically for the Jets, for guys like Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh, the makeup of a player almost matters more than those numbers. And you don't get the opportunity to scout what a player is made of on tape unless it stands out really like one way or the other. It's easy to tell when a player is an obvious leader and is high on character when he's rallying his teammates and he's getting everybody aligned. It's also easy to tell when they have really poor character and motor because it stands out. But for the average guy in between, you don't know what they're like in the weight room. You don't know what they're like in the classroom. You don't know what they're like one-to-one and how they handle coaching or the goals that they have to get to know these guys personally, to know their backgrounds, to know their whys. This is really, really important for these coaches. It's really, really important for their scouting staff. And you nailed it, Vitor. This Senior Bowl staff, this class is really, really going to be the opportunity to fill out the middle of their draft because it's a loaded class at the Senior Bowl. This is the best possible year they could have been coaching with the draft ammo they have and the type of guys that are going to be down there. I couldn't be more excited.
And I really love the structure of it too, where the head coaches are sort of taking an advisory role while a lot of the assistants are stepping up for bigger roles. So maybe we'll see Ron Middleton again being a head coach, Mr. Fourth Down.
That's great for the Jets also because it's such a young coaching staff, right? We all talked about it. LaFleur is young. Ulbrich is young. So once you have an opportunity to give those guys a little bit more of a responsibility on the Senior Bowl, Saleh can see also how do they fare on those roles, right? Giving LaFleur, giving Middleton, giving Nobridge, and the other guys in the staff the responsibility to get bigger roles, to oversee bigger operations. Robert Saleh can see where his staff is at. And also those guys, they have everything to gain with the experience to just control the operations in the Senior Bowl. It's like, we don't want to sound hyperbolics right here, but it's a win-win-win-win scenario for the Jets. You can get the players, you can get the experience in your coaching staff, you can get the feel of where coaches are, just lights out, really good.
Yep, there's zero negatives to this. It can only be positives.
Yeah, you guys took the words out of my mouth. There is literally no downside to doing this at all. This will only benefit them. It will benefit them a handful of a lot, and it's going to make a really big difference. I guarantee they will draft somebody from the Senior Bowl that they coached. I don't know who it is yet. I don't know what round, but they will find somebody at this class that they will fall in love with, and they will draft them. That is a guarantee. It's a really, really important deal.